All right. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another stream. Uh, this is the stream has been is after quite some long time. So I hope my audio video should be fine. We'll start in a bit. Let's wait for a few people to join in, and till then let me just configure my environment. Order app. Okay. Maybe another terminal for that. I'll say yarn start. And then maybe copy this thing, and over here I'll just copy it. Alright, so last time what we did was we tried out movie component, and we this text field, basically I have replaced it with a button, as you can see, in which the title is being is acting as a counter. Now if you remember our Actix web application that we wrote on Rust, it has few endpoints like login, register, that will generate the jot token. Alright, so we need to contact those APIs, and we'll create appropriate pages for that. We'll create login page, register page. So we'll first of all create all the pages, then we will use Axios to attach or contact our Rust server from our front end. Okay, so guys, please let me know if the stream is going well. Are you able to listen my voice? Is there any echo? Is there any sound, unnecessary sound, like any hissing sound or any noise that you can hear? Let me know. All right. Amazing. So guys, please say hi on the chat and like this stream, and don't forget to come on chat, say hi or ask any questions, or just let's talk, so that Alright, so let me open this thing. So the changes that we did on our app.tsx is we use this thing. So this section over here, this button section, is a movie button. So I'm using material UI. Right, so this is the movie button. Why I'm not able to see? Maybe I should just all right. Amazing. Guys, I want to request you to guys please attend the polls that I started. That will help me a lot. If you have any questions regarding what I'm doing, the project that I'm working on, or about the backend of the thing that I've written, maybe feel free to ask questions around it. Hello Savan, what's up brother? You can no. Actually, I'm just logging into my Canva account so that I can create the thumbnail for this live. But I think I'm not sure if the login function is working here on Canva. Let me just, maybe I need something to. I've been working on star.sa.dev recently. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. That is good. 7. Can you brief me about it? What's that? I can see it. I think it's hosted on Vercel, and it has something related to event registration, right? I'm making an offline event registration platform basically. Okay. Most events I have attended mostly use Google Forms. Yeah. And then Scramble at the time of check-ins. So I'm making an event registration form where you can register and then get a QR code that will QR code that so that the organization. Okay. Mm-hmm. Noise. So the organizers basically has to use your platform, or they get a link or something, a list of attendees of their any conference or any show, something like that. So do they get a list or a PDF, or they have to come on this portal to verify the QR and all? uh, for QR verification they have to use the platform, but they do get a list of all the registration as a CSV if they want. Okay, nice. That is good. And maybe on the Excel or the CSV document, they have a QR in front of the user, their respective QR, right? That they can validate from their phone as well. I mean, if they scan it, maybe they get the name or the ID, so that they can match it with CSV, maybe something like that. All right. So we have this. Let's make a registration form. Maybe this thing. Currently, it's showing this, right? Maybe instead of this, maybe we can see something like register user or something like that. So maybe we can just remove this thing and say stack, not stack. Basically we'll use stack, but maybe container first. Right, here we can use stack. I think the autocomplete that bracket direction column spacing maybe 2. Here I can have 2 text input. No, depending on, I think what do we have it in there? We have an email, we have a password. Okay. So we have maybe we can have, yeah, let's have a text field. Variant, it will be outlined. We have a label that says user email, right, and we can say type email. All right, next we should have text field, variant, label, password, and type maybe password. All right, and then we can have a button. Content. Let's okay, we have this thing. Maybe here I can just add typography. Okay, user variant would be S6. There would be primary, right? Hello. chat chain. What's up? What's up? Let's go to app.css. Should be something here. Index.css. Background color, no, it's for button. Body root. Okay, root. Maybe I should do this. It's for button. Yeah, I think this is the thing. Maybe I should just comment this, go down here, and maybe comment this thing. We don't have any color property here. So guys, how your day going? What else could be? This should be, I think, second is, I'm not sure, but it's of button, right? So the other thing that was should be this. Let's see how it goes. Hello. Arhama Batul, what's up? Maybe if I just okay, so instead of removing it, I change it like this. So I have a username and a password, and then I can register. Maybe I can use h4. this whole thing, it could be inside a card. Right, and let's variant should be there. I'll do elevation, any number, let's go 7. P should be there, 2, 3. All right, let me just check if this is working on a bigger screen. Yes, it is. You can, on the bigger screen you can just have it in the 2 sections. One side would be an image, and the other part should be register a user screen, just like this. Let me just show you. Registration template, if you can see this, you can have something. That's a sign in, sign in side. If I do a live preview, then as you can see on the smaller screen, it's like this. So we have a logo, we have a sign in, something like that. So if you want, we can do this, we can make this. Let's start making this thing. So it should be sign in, and they all are aligned towards a site, right? Like this. So what you can do, instead of using this thing, right? So we have a typography over here. So instead of this thing, you can say sign up. Sign up is in the right. You have a label, and these things you can put on a stack of column. These 2 things you can put stack of row, or maybe you can use grid, right? So this entire grid will take width of 12, right, on the smaller screens. Then on the bigger screen it should be side by side. If I go this, as you can see, there is a text on, when I stretch the screen, there is a text on a different side. Alright, so you can have this thing. Let's try to do this thing. There is a check mark. These 2 things will be in row, this will be in row. Okay, so let's do this thing. It will be underlined, right? Let's do this thing. On the password side, maybe if I do this I can have a stack over here and give it a direction of a row, and maybe if a text field should be there, or maybe we can use a typography over here. I can say typography, that will be a label, of course. It says password and variant of body 2, color will be primary, right? And we need another thing over here. If I yank it, and we can say it, maybe we can give it a text secondary. What was it? Forgot your password. Let's see how it looks over here. So it is looking something like this, a label and a text that says forgot your password, but these should be side by side. So we have a property that is called justify. Maybe we should do something like that. I'm not very not sure about this CSS property, but it should be, if I do it over here, I'll say a space between should be there, right? Justify contents or items space between. Is this the property? No. Do we maybe we could check it. I'll say muy styling justify items space between. Stack. Okay, so we have a property over it that says justify content. So we have a div item and we can do something like that. So instead of sx, maybe I mean sx is a way to implement styling over here. So instead of this we can also do this. All right, I think this worked. So instead of directly using that attribute, can define it in sx. So as you can see, it is like this only, like this. So right, now on hover you can just change the type of this, from underline to this, but that's a different thing. This is the placeholder, so maybe we can just write something. Placeholder over here. If I do this, so you can see this. So currently it has a password, right? But over here I can see there is no such thing, right? So maybe if I don't pass any label, let's see what happens. Alright, I think this is good. So we have a password, forgot your password. It should be clickable, an anchor that will redirect it to a different screen where we will have a different API endpoint that will change the password like that. This thing, we can customize this as well. I mean, we can just say size small. So this is small now. Let's do this exact thing for this as well. I have given padding, right? So padding would be from all the side. If I do a P, the spacing is this. user email. This it has your at email.com. Same thing for size, small. Maybe we can have a stack over here. No, not a stack. I'll just simply do this thing. Instead of password, I can just simply say email. What the heck? No, of course not. No, buddy, what is happening over here? What the heck is this? What did I press? Of course, delete it. Oh god, I haven't saved it and it just went crazy. Again, I'll have to just copy this thing. Alright, so now let's see what just happened. Alright, email is over here. Maybe we could give it a box, or should we not? It's hard time centering everything to a div, but in my case it's it's the opposite. Maybe I could so guys, please try to visit the poll. That will be very helpful to me as well, and I really appreciate of you guys like going on to the poll and so thank you very much for that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask on chat. Maybe I should just I'm just linking my GitHub account. On the chat, let me pin it so that you guys can check out my repo and feel free to follow me there as well. Now let's do one thing. If I space between, maybe I could do that. And then just copy this thing. What could be the thing here? Maybe I could just I'm using everything that I learned in nothing. Okay, so maybe what we can do. Hi, what are you building? Hello, Gabriel. I'm building frontend for the backend that I wrote in Rust. So I created a backend server in Rust using Actix web framework. I created a CRUD application there. Now I'm just making a front end so that I can contact it. So there I implemented jot token, something like that. So yeah, for that I'm building this thing. I'm on the registration screen currently and I'm not able to move a label on to the left. I mean, yeah. To align everything from here. Do you know? No sir, no C++. Didn't get the opportunity to go and learn C++. Started with C, then learned Java, then started working on .NET Core, C Sharp, then moved on to JavaScript Tech, React.js, then React.js, Node.js, and currently learning Rust right now. Guys, let me share this live invite on LinkedIn and Twitter, X now. It's Monday, so it would be very hard to see people here, but let's go. The account being added is already logged in. Next. What the heck? Come on, log me in. Oh god, what the heck is this? Not able to log into Twitter. I'm studying C++ and Java. Is it worth continuing? Yes, 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 please. Yes, it is worth it. Don't leave it. Yes, 100%. So guys, if you want to see the backend for this the front end that I'm writing, here is the link. Pushing on to chat. You can check that out. All right, let's come here. Right, left. No, nothing is going on. Can we replace it with box? No. Maybe I can just say display flex. Can I do that? Yes, I can eventually. Alright, so I'm doing the same for my restaurant business. Noise. Good to hear that. So let's see how this is looking. So we have email this side, password and a forgot password. Then I need a checkbox that says remember me. Now let's go back to the template. Maybe we can remember me is for the login, but I need something sign up. Sign up, let's see. We have a full name, email, password, and I want to receive update via password, and we have a sign up. All right, so we need a full name as well, right? So I think forgot your password is only applicable on the login site, because if a user is registering, this doesn't make sense. So maybe let's comment this thing. Let's see now how it looks. Okay. Okay. I need something called another thing over here. I need text field that has placeholder of that says your name, and size should be small, and variant should be outlined. Right, variant should be outlined. Placeholder is this. I need something over here as well. Stack. I need something called stack. Direction. I need a row. Space between. Inside this I want a typography. Says full name, and variant will be of type subtitle 2. Color will be primary. Let's see. Alright, full name, email, password. You can pass typography inside a button as well if you want to change the look and feel of the text on the button. Okay. What else do we need here? We need a checkbox here below password. I need a checkbox that is of course a stack. Direction of row. I need a typography. Variant subtitle 2, and color of text secondary. Here I want to say I want to receive updates. Right, here I need a checkbox, so I can say checkbox size medium maybe. So it has a default value of false, I think. I want to receive updates. One thing we need to do here is align items center. All right. One more thing. Justify content. Space around. All right, so here we can have our full name, then our email, then our password, and maybe I can check this thing. I need to manage a state for that as well. Then I can just hit sign up and this will register the user, right? And we already have that API written, right? So if I can show you, this is it. We have this thing, right? Register to register user. All right, here if I do a GD, no location found. Why is that? So this is the register user. Now let's see what all features or variables we have in register user. We have username, a secret, a user login, and then address as well. So we have a username that we are that's a full name. We have a secret, we have a user login as an email, we have address as well. All right, address. So let's do that. we need address as well, so maybe we could just take help of this thing that's already written. Maybe I should put it over here. Address as a small placeholder. Alright, we have address over here as well. Okay, now one thing we need to do, we need to manage state in order to save this thing, right? On the button click, I want all these data in an object, right? That I'll pass onto my Axios class that I'll create, and that Axios data I'll connect it with the backend. Okay, so how do we do that? Should we maintain different states for different things, or should we create an object and update that object based on the key? So first of all, we need few things for this checkbox as well. We need a state. Alright, so the maybe over here I can just create another page that called register user and check for the state variable. If the user is logged in, I will just simply go inside, and if it's not, then I'll show this user login or either user registration page. But for now, let's do only this thing. I'm just thinking maybe we can, for now we can have a separate state variable for each thing, but we can always do something like this. But do we need to make that thing complicated? Benefit of that would be I can directly send that object, but if I had this, I need to make an object and then do it. So what could be easier way? Any idea? Any suggestions? Should I do something like registration set registration use state maybe I could just say no, not here. So if I do a set registration, then I can look for key in an object and then update it. Should I do that, or should I maintain a separate? So let's start with very crude thing. Let's maintain a different state for different things. So I'll say username what do we have here? Username, right? use state and how do we do something like this over here, or we just do this, user login versus set user login. Set is checked. Use the state boolean. So we have secret as well, right? Secret. Now let's bind these things. The heck it is saying, let me just do this thing. All right, it says it's declared but never used. Full name. Maybe I could have just value, username. Address, and for this thing maybe I can have checked as is checked. Now the value is this, but I need to create a function that will update this thing, right? I'll have to write on change handlers, because if I do it now, it won't do anything, right? Because the value is empty currently. So if I change these things, as you can see, so I need to write the on change handler as well. On change, I'll have event, right? So maybe I can say set what is this username, as e dot target dot value. Yes, maybe now I can just copy this thing. Come on. Can just paste this. I need to change this thing. Instead of name, I'll say set user login. On the password, I'll say set secret. On the checkbox, maybe on the checkbox I can just invert what is the value of his check, right? So I'll say on change I can say set is checked. What would be the previous state? I can just do a inverse of previous. Make sense? Does that make sense? Is it right syntax? What? Whatever the previous value that I have, or maybe I can just, instead of writing all this thing, maybe I can just say not previous. Not is checked. What the hell happened? Of course I won't use this thing. Maybe I could just say previous value to not previous value. Yeah, so this is it. Now on this thing button, maybe I could say on click handle submit, and on the top over here somewhere I can say const handle submit, right? I can just to do form data. Now see, that is the issue that I was saying. I need to now check for each thing. So this is the thing that I was saying. If I could create an object, maybe I need to do it here so that I can, instead of I'll say form data. Maybe I could write something, username, user login. You can add the validations here as well. Not here, I mean on the component itself, like the text field and this. Form data is declared, but its value is not used, so maybe I can use form data over here. So I just wrote a shorthand to create an object with the key name is same as the variable name, so I can do that. Now I'm writing this thing over here. Let's see how it goes. If I'll check on the console, what do I get? weapon@gmail.com. So there are other packages, npm packages, or maybe packages that you can take help of, like formic or something like that, to validate the form and something like that. So you have to provide a default value set, and a formic will, it provides a form component that you can wrap your text field and button inside it, and there you can provide default values and the error placeholders and something like that. So each of this text field, they have MUI provides an attribute called error in that as well. So you can validate those things on the form level only. So before directly jumping into sign in, so currently I don't have any value, but I can still click sign up. But if you want to make this more like a lot stricter, you can use those libraries that validates the form, and yeah, you can do that. Maybe we can also implement that thing. Let's see. Password is test123, address, and it should be true. Now let's click sign up. We are expecting to see a log in which I have a full name, email, password, and most importantly this is as true. So if I click on sign up, as you can see, I have the object that says is checked true, address is this. If you are able to see that, let me just do it like this. So you can see I have username, user login, so all the values are being picked up by the state placeholders. Now I can send this thing onto my backend, right, on the API using register, and this will be saved on the database, and I'll get a JOT token for that. But for that, to contact from front end to backend, we have a popular choice that is called Axios. We are going to use that. Okay, so what is the time we have? 1.5 hours. Amazing. Alright guys, any questions? Whoever is watching this, let me know. Say hi on the chat. Maybe we could talk. No questions so far. So how would you like to, like, if you have to do this, what would you use? Are you going to use HTML, CSS or any UI library, or use Tailwind? Most of you would be using Tailwind. I know Tailwind CSS, but I choose to use Material UI because I'm very bad at styling things like this. So MUI provide me a way to, in less time I can just make this thing. I mean, it's not a very less time. I mean, it depends. If you are very fluent in Tailwind, then it's good. Prefer to use Tailwind or vanilla HTML, CSS. All right. I hope my stream is going fine. Audio, video, all perfectly fine. No noise you can hear, any hissing sound or any disturbance. All right, then I think we already have been sitting here for 1.5 hours. So I hope you get this thing. Maybe did I created a repo for that? No. I'll create a repo, push the code there. Maybe you guys can check that out. And so the GitHub repo that I pinned on chat, check out that thing. Also, I have mentioned the backend that we wrote on Actix web in Rust. You can check that out as well. Maybe fix something over there. I'll raise an issue, do an contribution. That could be your first open source contribution as well. So yeah, all right, so this is the thing. Next time what we'll do, maybe you guys can create these things like a login form as well, sign in form, and bind that thing on the repo, push that code. I will update this on my YouTube post after creating this repo and pushing the code. Alright guys, what we'll do next time, we will create a Axios configuration, then we will map it or stitch it with our backend APIs so that we can have a communication there. So most of you guys, I mean not most of you, but I get the question that how we connect a Rust backend to the front end. It's not a very big thing. It's just a simple connection, the way you connect your front end to backend in Node.js. It's simple like that. Alright, the only part that we need to configure is the Axios configuration, where we will have to define the origins, the allowed headers. Alright, whether do we want to include credentials in it or not. That we have to include the credentials because we are going to pass our bearer token from our browser's cookie, right? This will, once I log in or sign in, it will generate a JOT token that I will receive it over here. Alright, then I'll save it on the cookie. So few things to note over here. We will definitely talk about it and about the Axios configuration as well. Also this thing MUI, material UI, it's a very, very vast thing to explore. So maybe if you guys can explore it, do it well. It is going to help you a lot if you are working, in front end or something like that. So it has very, 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 great features as well, like theme, creating a theme, and you can get any fancy components that you want. you know uh, you could have around like 80 to 90% control over the component, but not fully control, unlike, if you create a component scratch from HTML, CSS or Tailwind. But I mean, I don't think you have to, you will face any issues to have a full control. Till the time you master MUI, I'm sure you will have some understanding of Tailwind, so you guys can always compensate that thing. Alright guys, so I'll see you next time. I hope my agenda is clear. We will create Axios config next time, and then we will connect to our backend. If you guys have any questions, feel free to come on chat. I'll be here for 5 more minutes. If not, then once the live is over, you can always post the questions on the comments. I'll be happily taking them, and I'll push the current implementation into GitHub and alert you guys in my Discord channel and on the from the YouTube post as well. Okay. Maybe let's look into the Axios. Maybe we could get some promise based HTTP client for browser and Node.js. So gold sponsors, nice. What the heck is this? Is it on my browser, or maybe Axios is a simple promise-based HTTP client for the browser and Node.js. Axios provides a simple to use library in a small package with a very extensible interface. I think my browser doesn't have the proper fonts installed, so it's showing this rubbish over here. Alright, these things, automatic body request to JSON, multi-part form data, URL passing JSON. Okay, let's see the example. Okay, axios.get. So once we require Axios, we have this thing. I'm just going on to the configuration part. Post request, it is a get await post. All right, my form. Axios API, yeah, this is the thing. So method, we are going to do this approach. This object will create a config of it, and this configuration will store it somewhere. Then we will fetch it over here. We'll have a method, we'll have a URL. The base URL will be on our env, and the endpoint we will configure it on the as a constant. All right, and data will be, this will be our object like we created, so we'll map it over here. A method, a URL, a response type is so there are many more things, right? So we can have an options. We'll use this thing Axios.options, we will have a URL and then we will implement our configuration over here. Axios instance, yes, this is the thing. I mean, you can see everything is over here on the documentation of this package. We'll create something like this, timeouts, headers, something like that. So basically we will have to create an instance of Axios and then we will map it like this. Request configuration, allowed base URLs, transform request. So Axios also has, if you guys know it, it has a parameter or attribute that is called intercept. So you can intercept the request before sending it to the backend and do some changes there as well. So it's a nice thing to explore. All right, so no questions, that is good. Kind of very smart audience that we have. Excellent. Alright guys, I'll see you next time then. Meanwhile, check out my other videos as well. Share this video or this channel to your friends as well. Okay, bye bye, nice meeting you. I'll see you next time.